This is your gentle but stern reminder from your spirit team that you said that the only person you was going to focus on from here on out was you. So today I was in the shower, very much like usual, and somebody's spirit team thinks that it's okay to keep coming and talking to me while I'm in the shower. They don't give me the space and privacy to be able to shower on my own. I gotta come on here and freaking do recordings from what your spiritual team is telling me. Step out the shower dripping wet to come and make a video and make a recording so I can come back and tell you, be able to remember all that they're saying and then tell you what your spirit team has to say. But nonetheless, we're here today. So the person I'm talking to recently went through some very difficult moments, meaning like extreme heartache, loss of a loved one, grief of some kind. It's given very much, I've been in a relationship for the past 10 years with so and so, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they switch up. Next thing I know, we're not together. Next thing I know, we fully broken up. Next thing I know, I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm laying in my bed. I can't give up. I can't get up. It's given very much somebody's loved one recently transitioned. Your family came and showed their, excuse my French, ass. And you was like, if I could just make it to this ceremony, I'm not, after this point, going to be talking to none of them. It's given very much, you said you was going to do self-care Sundays, yet every time Sunday rolls around, something or somebody is there in front of you needing you, and you don't say no. Instead, you say yes. You, beloved, are in the space where your spirit team is saying it's time for you to prioritize you. Self-care, self-love, giving self the moment to be able to be still enough. Stop running around with them kids and the spouse 24/7. Forget self-care Sundays. You need self-care Saturday and Sunday. You working, oh my God, I'm receiving too much right now. You're working so many hours at your job on the grind for money to be able to make ends meet. You can't freaking get the time for self-care. Like, I literally just heard the person I'm talking to say, shit, I wish I could do self-care Saturday and Sunday. I work all the time. Beloved, I hear you. But at the end of the day, I got a question. I got a question for you. What is your job going to do when you're no longer around? What is your 9 to 5 going to do? God forbid, the day that you transition off this earth plane, what are they going to do? Do you really think that they're going to sit here and mourn your loss to the point where they can't move their company forward? Or do you think they're going to replace your person? What you have to understand is the people that you've been showing up for, even if it is the spouse and the children, the people that you've been showing up for, the people that you've been pouring into, the family members that you've been allowing to claim your time all the time. When you say, I'm going to do this for me, they come and they say they need this for them, and you go and do it. Those people do not respect and honor the energy by which you are exerting to take care of them. And so your spirit team is saying, at what point do you honor you? At what point do you honor you? Story time. So recently, I went through a real hard breakup and some energy that I had to try to get rid of, okay? And when I say breakup, I mean in community, in people that I've been building with for a really long time. And when I went through this space and this energy, and these friends started to show their true colors, I was guided to go get my rose quartz. And I did. I got my rose quartz. Now, this is not the rose quartz. I'm looking for my wand because it was actually a rose quartz wand that's like the length of my hand. But they told me to go pick it up, so I'm picking it up. I went and got my rose quartz, and something told me that night to go to sleep holding my rose quartz. And I did. When I went to sleep, I was taken to the person that hurt me. Now, naturally, when I woke up, and let me finish my sentence. I was taken to the person that hurt me. And when they hurt me and I saw them, they had already hurt me. When I saw them in a dream, I got closure from the situation that had been there for years. Like for years, I have been trying to get over this hurt and this pain. Anyway, when I wake up from the dream where I saw them and I got closure, and I didn't get closure because I went and confronted them about what they said or they did. I got closure because in the dream, this person was doing everything they could to try to get in my good graces and to actually right their wrongs. Not get in my good graces to be like conniving, but to actually right their wrongs. Make a long story short, I come out the dream and I said, that's funny. Must have been a fluke. But then that night I went to sleep again and I was guided again to go to sleep with my rose quartz. And I did. And that night I was taken to another person who in the past years ago had hurt me. And then when I woke up that morning, I said, wait a minute, Spirit, it's something that's happening here. I'm realizing that rose quartz has the energy to astral project you from your current place where you are to the place where something needs to be healed. Grief needs to be healed. Emotions need to be healed. Energy needs to be healed and gotten rid of. I realized in that moment that rose quartz had the energy and the ability to help astral project you to get closure on the things that you've been carrying. What's my point? When I was in the shower today, I heard your spirit team say, wear pink, as a visual reminder to them that they have to love themselves more than they love everybody else. Because at the end of the day, none of these people that they are running around for is actually going to be the people who, when everything falls out, are going to be there for them the way they were there for those people. You're a person that's very empathic. You're a person that put others before self. You're the person that if you had a shirt and your friend didn't have a shirt and it was freezing cold outside, you would take the shirt off your back without hesitation and give it to the other person. That's how much you're willing to sacrifice. Your spirit team wants you to know that in this moment, everything you've been sacrificing for everybody else now needs to get faced and turned inward. Ironically, right after I had that experience with rose quartz, I was led to go do and birth a whole energy collection in my company called For the Love of Me, where all year I help you to get back to the place where you love you more than you love everybody else. And self-love isn't just doing my hair and my nails. It's not just like taking time to lay on a couch. It's also protecting the mind and the energy fields and releasing the grief that people have held over you the grief energy that people have had and held over top of you for so long. In order for you to free your mind for the things that you really want to attain for self. It's that time, beloved. Yet, you're afraid to stop giving your energy time and exerting yourself in the direction of others, because you're like, oh, well, what will my husband think about me if I don't do these things? What will my children think about me? What will others say about me? What do you say about you? What do you say about you? You made a commitment to yourself. Honor it. You made a commitment to your spiritual team. Like, I literally just heard you say, yo, when I make it through this, I'm done. Like, I'm done from this point on. I'm the only thing that matters. Like, I see you in a car ranting, screaming, hitting the steering wheel, saying, I'm not doing this no more. That's it. That's it. I'm taking care of me. Da, 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 da. You're going in. Yet here we are, a couple months later, and you back to taking care of others. You back to giving that person who hurt you a bunch of time and energy, exerting everything in the direction of taking care of them. Get yourself some rose quartz. This is your assignment. Get yourself some rose quartz. Go to sleep with your rose quartz in your hand for the next 5 days. Every morning when you wake up, journal what you dream. I heard somebody say, Hadida, I don't never remember my dreams. Or when I wake up, I don't remember my dreams. When you come out of sleep, stop talking to other people before you sit there and collect yourself out of dream state. Okay? Another thing that I just heard for you to do, take a glass of water, not plastic container, a glass. Sit it next to your bedstand when you go to bed. In the morning, if you're a person that has a hard time remembering their dreams, in the morning when you wake up, drink the glass of water and journal before you say a word out of your mouth to anybody else. And if you're a person, because I just heard they run it in the morning. They don't ever have time. That means you need to wake up 10 minutes earlier than what you're currently waking up to go to work in order for you to make time for this. You have to journal in the morning before you go. You're going to get insight from Spirit and Most High about what you need to do to heal that situation. But you need to be recording your dreams. Get you a rose quartz. Go to sleep with your rose quartz in your palm over the next 5 days. Wake up in the morning and journal about it. Journal everything that you've heard, everything that you feel, everything that you dreamed. Journal it. If you're having a hard time healing from trauma and pain and turmoil from others, get yourself some Apache tears. After I went through that situation where I left my family, like, I had to break up in my community and those who were close to me, I took this Apache tears and I put this joint right in my bra and I wore it for the next 2 days. What I realized was that I was no longer feeling the grief and the pain that I normally would be feeling, because I'm very empathic. I usually carry the energy of whatever I was hurt by for a long time following the situation. It's hard for me to let it go. Apache tears right now, baby, is my best friend. That joint is on deck in the brawl at all times. I'm in over top of my heart chakra. Why? Because I want to be able to protect my heart from absorbing the smog that others are constantly giving off, because I'm constantly dealing with other people's energy all the time. So I need that protection and that barrier around me. Oh, they also said black obsidian. You don't have no black obsidian, get you some. This is what black obsidian looks like. Y'all can tell I just got crystals everywhere in my war room. Anyway, get yourself some Apache tears, put it in your bra over your heart. Sleep with it if you got to. But on a sports bra, sleep with it. Second, get you some rose quartz. Go to sleep with it in your palm over the next 5 days. If you don't remember your dreams, put a glass of water next to your bed. Drink it in the morning before you speak to anybody, and journal every single morning for the next 5 days. Come in the comments and let me know if y'all want more information about crystals that'll be able to help you in your journey and your path. I'm seeing the number 9. You ended some cycles, beloved. You're almost there. The only thing you got to do is prioritize you. You sitting here asking Most High, like, How come this isn't happening? How come that's not happening? Where's this at? Where's that at? You ain't prioritizing you. Get back into loving you, and everything else will rush in. And for anybody who may be needing the crystals that I mentioned in this video and who don't have them, in my link in my bio, there is a link I think that says Winter Solstice Essentials. There you can go and you can find the crystals that I'm mentioning. And you will also be able to find the love collection that I mentioned. Spend time loving you. Spend time pouring into you. And Spirit got the rest. Peace.